The one line in the recent patch 1.10 matters for PvE is the increased critical hit damage, so it is time to review the best stance breaking build to benefit from this change. Each build in this video has a link in the description with the boss fight and the build details. Number 5. Serpent Hunter build. Serpent Hunter is used by many speedrunners because it doesn't have any stat requirement, and you can pick it up without fighting the boss record. Its charged R2 attack hits very hard, and it has great poise damage to break the boss stances. I managed to use it to defeat all the main bosses without getting any hits on the low life character. It is so good to see the hardest boss, such as Horror Lu and Redgun, to fall on their knees in front of you. Playstyle wise, R2 charged attack will be the main attack to use for all the bosses. It is very simple to build around this weapon. Strength is all you need. Other stats are optional. I put way more endurance than necessary in this build at this level. You can put more points into vigor for survivability. Number 4. Giant Crusher build. It is so satisfying to see a cosplayed little Elden Lord smashing around with this gigantic colossal weapon. Buffed with Blood Flame Blade, it is the best for this build, and the visual is just stunning, especially when this mini Geoffrey is smashing his tarnished wife in the Redgun fight. The Ash of War used in this video is Lion's Claw, which is the iconic attack from the Knight Artorias boss in Dark Souls 1. This skill definitely kills and breaks the boss's stance very easily, normally with 2 to 3 hits. The most important stat is strength, with some mind and endurance to allow you to use the Ash of War continuously. 10 points in Arcane to be able to use Blood Flame Blade. Other stats are flexible. If you are this long into the video, please smash the like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to never miss a video. Number 3. Great Sword build. Great Sword is a very classic weapon in the Soul games. There are many ways to play it. I have been so hesitated to record a video of it, as I don't want to ruin it in any way. Great Sword deserves its best. I figured out a way to buff the Great Sword with different graces to fight different bosses depending on their weaknesses. This makes the Great Sword very colorful in different fights, which is cool and satisfying. Combining the graces with the Lion's Claw Ash of War, this weapon breaks the stances to let the strongest bosses in the game to kneel down before you to be punished by your hardest potential. The most important stat is still strength. With some mind and endurance, you can beat the game comfortably in the stylish way. Number 2. Star Fist build. Since the fist weapon were buffed, their R2 charged attack can hit even harder than the Great Swords, yet faster. Star Fist not only hit hard, but also does a lot of poise damage, and its native bleed passive is an extra bonus. This build killed Elden Beast on the spot without him moving at all. Elden Beast was stance broken, and he almost did nothing but the initial fire attack before he was defeated. I don't know how do you think about this style of going barely dressed with 2 spiky balls in the hands and smash around. Break stance and stick one ball up towards the boss's heart for a critical hit. Well, it's indeed super strong. Interestingly, the most important stat is still strength, and every other stat is optional. You can adjust them to fit your playstyle. Number 1. Dark Moon Great Sword build. Dark Moon Great Sword is definitely another iconic weapon in the Soul games. This weapon looks so delicious with the glowing blue frost when buffed with the default Moonlight Great Sword skill on the weapon. It fires projectiles that go far away, dealing insane magic damage and poise damage. If you hit directly on the enemy with the weapon, you will do more damage. The projectile itself does a lot of poise damage, which enables you to break the stance like crazy, even from the air. The most important stat is intelligence, with enough strength and dex to be able to use the Dark Moon Great Sword. Some mind is needed. Well, after buffed with Moonlight Great Sword, the following heavy attacks and projectiles won't cost FP until the buff wears off. Because you can break stance either in close combat or from a distance using this weapon, this makes it the strongest build to break stance in my opinion. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your comment below to let me know what build you want to play or other stance breaking builds that you recommend. See you in the next one.